Now, if you're a long-time supporter of my channel, you know the last time I uploaded was 3 years ago. And let's be honest, those videos are garbage, right? So moving forward, my new videos are going to be a different kind of garbage. I plan on reviewing Steam games that are fresh on the Steam Market page, games that no one has even touched yet. I intend to be the first one to review the game I'm reviewing. And after scouring Steam for 5 minutes, I found one. It's called Princess Chessboard, and from watching the trailer, I can tell this game is going to be a banger. Hell, it's even in a language I can't understand. When starting the game, it presented you with a character selection menu, and if you wanted to customize your character, you'd have to roll a dice for it. So after rolling, I got this frog, and I knew my match was made. He looks like an absolute unit. And now that I've got this frog, I can start my journey to save the princess. Alright, I won't bore you by playing the whole game, since that's not the point of the video. It's to review it. So after playing for a while, I did see a couple of things worth mentioning. Namely, this game doesn't do a whole lot of explaining. So I was wondering what I should do. But then, after just clicking around, I got used to it, since it's very similar to Slay the Spire. Another thing is the title of the game. The title includes the word chessboard, so I thought this game would include aspects of a chessboard. They do have this board that you can move around on if you want to count that though. But the name isn't a big deal. I actually think the name has a nice ring to it, so it gets a pass. On the actual board, there's different tiles. Some you have to land directly on, while others you only need a pass. The tiles have their own special abilities which can help change the game. And with a board, you need a way to move obviously, so I'll talk about that now. I think the movement is one of the best ideas I've seen in a game. You are given 2 dice from the start, but you can earn more from progressing the game. Each dice has its own perk. For example, one of the dice attacks the enemies on use, and also allows you to move for the value of the dice. Having multiple dice to move is nice, and having each dice have an ability also allows you to be more strategic with your moves and your build. Now that we're finished with the combat, let's talk more about the map itself. The map allows you to follow a certain path, and most of the map is filled with enemies, but some spaces are filled with a spot to help you power up. Planning out what path you want to travel down can help you stay alive longer as well. I decided I would go to the magic house. Well, honestly, I didn't even plan to go since I'm not bothered to plan ahead, but it's where I ended up. And after entering, I found out that it allows you to change the outcome of your dice rolls for some gold. I changed my roll to be a guaranteed 6 to help me navigate the map quicker. But when I finished changing my dice, I realized one fatal flaw in the game. There was no way to escape the magic house. I thought it was just me being dumb, so I pressed every key and clicked everywhere I could. You can even hear my frantic clicks. Pressing all types of buttons. This was the first major bug I had discovered. I decided there was no escape, so I just restarted my games and hoped that it would be freed. And thankfully I was. Sadly, my dice change didn't stick, so I wasted the magic house, and I couldn't just go back. Speaking of the bug, it was actually fixed as of uploading this video. Good job, random game developer Momori. Wait. Either way, moving on. I played this game for around an hour, so I felt confident to give it a final verdict. My final thoughts on the game are, the art design and the sound design are amazing. I really do love it. The story is very minor, so it's simple and easy to follow. The game does lack introduction, so you may struggle at the start, but it's not too hard to follow along, as the game isn't too hard. The game being brand new also means that there's going to be a lot of issues that come along with it, but as I played, I didn't really find too many issues, and the issues I did find were fixed. The game runs smoothly and nothing feels janky, to be honest. Some of the words are too big for the UI, but it's a minor issue that can be seen as a translation problem. This game is an indie game. That means that someone has spent days working on a game. It is clear that this game has had a serious attempt to make a fun and enjoyable game. This game looks polished, but has some minor issues which doesn't really impact the overall of the game. I can say happily that I recommend for all of you guys to play it. Now that I've finished playing the game, I decided to leave the first review on Princess Chessboard, and wait a day to see what would happen. I totally didn't wait a day because I was too lazy to edit this video. But to my surprise, after that day the dev actually responded to my review. They seem like someone who is really nice and has the spirit to make games. They have actually posted other games on their Steam account as well. I had left the Steam page link down in the description if you want to check the game out. The game is only $5, so feel free to check it out if you have nothing better to do. If you guys want me to review more Steam games that are fresh off the market with 0 reviews, please like the video and comment if you'd prefer if I do something else instead.